illustrious Lightning Talks. We got Stefan coming on. What's up, dude?
Good. Thank you for having me.
Here we go.
I copied your look, I love the Hawaii shirt, so I figured I'll also go for the summer look today.
That's what I'm talking about, man. That is what I'm talking about. I love it. I am so glad that you're feeling the vibe. If anybody else is feeling the vibe and wants to get Hawaiian on us or tropical, send us a selfie or post it in Slack or post it on Twitter and tag us, and I will send you some swag. I will promise that I will send some swag. We might even send some Genius Cloud swag your way. If I can talk, if I can put words together, that will be what we will do. So, Stefan, man, I have been wasting a ton of time right now, and my only job is to make sure that we are on time. Therefore, I'm going to hand it over to you. I'm going to let you get cracking with your 10-minute lightning talk, and then I'll see you in 10 minutes, dude.
All right. Thank you so much. Okay. First of all, thank you for joining. My name is Stefan Ojanen. Here representing Genesis Cloud. We have a fun project to showcase. As soon as I get my slide changing. So the topic of the talk today is AI meets memes. So how do we take image flips? This meme does not exist to the next level using a large language model. All right, it's lightning talk, so let's go. First of all, what is a meme? I think everyone is familiar with the memes, but yeah, it's usually about mimicking something, right? So it's taking something that exists and making small variations of it. And over the years, you get layers and layers of meta. Why memes? It's kind of interesting topic for large language models because in general, humor is something that's not very well understood by or explained by humanity yet. But so first, a brief history of meme generators using AI. Back in 2018, there was a paper from Stanford researcher called Dank Learning. So they used a long short-term memory model then to generate memes. But while it worked somewhat, it didn't really work for the structure of the memes. And this is something that the authors acknowledged. Then 2019, so Dylan, the founder of ImageFlip, did this himself using a deep convolutional neural network, and this is the basis for the AI meme, or this meme does not exist service that's available on ImageFlip. And then going forward from 2020, and with the advent of GPT series of models, I've seen various hobby projects and even some commercial services generating memes, but you can also do it yourself, and we're gonna show you how. So how did we end up here? First of all, let's just be honest, I really like memes, so it's a fun project for me. Then we at Genesis Cloud, we are a provider for AI infrastructure, so it's really important for us to understand from users' perspective, how does our infrastructure is to use for them, right? And given the, with the advent of ChatGPT and the great public interest, therefore, on the large language models, it really just seemed like a fun project for us to learn from. And I believe that the technology exists for generating memes, so why not? So here we are. So how I got started, I wanted to do a quick reality check. So back then, when we got started with this, ChatGPT was still based on the GPT 3.5 model. But for me, it was the most advanced model at the time. So I just wanted to check, would a model like this understand the meme context? So we got started. So what we already, in the first response, we saw some hallucination. It did not really understand how the meme template is for a Velociraptor meme. As for a caption, first one, not really great. But the second one, that's actually pretty good. So I put it in a template, and it's the meaning of life 42, because that's the only answer I'm getting no matter how time I ask Google. I think that's somewhat funny. And as comparison, an actual human-generated popular version of the meme, if the opposite of pro is con, is the opposite of progress Congress, right? So there's silly but smart questions. That's the idea of the meme. So I believe that there is really something there. So we went ahead with the project. Then, So attention, no, data is all you need, right? So we figured, okay, to make this happen, we need a meme data set. Who has the biggest meme data set? It's ImageFlip. So they kindly provided with a huge data set, so 650,000 meme templates. Most of them are like same, but different. So the number of unique templates is actually unique templates is a lot smaller. And there are like 40 million individually created memes by the users of the service. That's what we are working with. So the goal was to showcase how a contemporary LLM can create quality memes, and we wanted to expand the existing service to cover more templates than it does currently. And 255 would cover like 60% of all memes created. So that's the number we settled on. And we wanted to demonstrate how Genesis Cloud can serve such an LLM for millions of monthly users. First, we tried what you usually do is try the BERT. It's a kind of well understood model. Didn't get good results, so we moved on from that pretty quickly. And with the BERT, we get a little bit better results, but this is the time when the Llama series of models came out, and these are like instruct models, and this is where we turned our attention to. So, but the problem with this Llama version is that it had a license that forbids commercial use. To note, OpenLlama has been made available since, but there's another set of families. So you have the Red Pajama and Pythia. We tried it, but it really, even though it was sometimes funny, it just wasn't good enough. It really struggled with the format. A lot of the responses were just nonsense. But stable ALM, this is where we struggled. So we found out that this worked easily the best. It's not as good as GPT-4, admittedly, yet, but close. And I think we can make it equally good. So now we have instruct models, right? So we tried all kind of approaches, and this is what we found to work the best, right? So first you have the instruction for the model. This is the overall context. You need to tell the structure, is it 2-part, is it 3-part meme, so forth. Then you have the input, so the specific context of the meme. This is the prompt engineering part. So you actually, it worked the best when you do this for each template, we found out. And then you have like the actual data. So this is not the generated meme. This is kind of the training data used for fine tuning. We basically used the LitParrot project with Elora and Adapter, and we only needed 3 epochs. Just make note that this is a proof of concept data set. So, but we only still needed three epochs for the model to converge, and we expect not to need more than 10 epochs with the full data set. And the training time, it was really fast. So using a 4 GPUs, it was only 21 minutes to fine tune it. And it's pretty easy also from the ops perspective. So we basically were able to max out the GPUs and not waste any resources. Then the results. So we basically use all of the three models mentioned earlier to create seven iterations of the 3 templates. So it's not like a big data set to cherry pick from. And I kind of graded them myself, and 76% were actually funny to me. So it's just my subjective judgment. So have a look at yourself. And these are now by the model that we built. So waste time eating fruit, make use of multivitamins. Of course, you take that. True self, true love. Oh, that's a tough one, but I guess that's a compromise you sometimes have to make. Dismember and beloved character, sending text messages. Okay, that's a pretty grim choice, I have to say, but sometimes life is like that. Work hard or drink. Okay, yeah, that's good. Then living with parents or to eat dinner. Yeah, tough economy can be like that for sure. And then lastly, so only out of 7 examples, this came out, and I swear that this is not cherry picked or anything, right? Write a meme talk or laugh meme. Okay, that's funny. Then how do we serve these memes? So first we're gonna fine tune the all-out model for the 256 templates. So we did, based on the initial work, we made some assumptions. We measured that we get 6 tokens a second from the 3090. We roughly expect like 10 tokens per request. and based on their site behavior, so roughly for 5 million monthly requests. So we calculated that without seasonality, you need roughly 4 GPUs to serve this. We still haven't properly calculated this, but we expect the peak loss to be around 10%. So we need like a scaling setup up to 4 for the GPUs. And the setup, yeah, it's pretty standard stuff. You know, it's very similar to NVIDIA's reference architecture. So just use Kubernetes for scaling, put some monitoring in there, and use Triton then to serve the model itself. And basically, we provide then like an API that ImageFlip can consume for their website. Yeah, why not use just GPT-4? Yeah, it's a black box. Open AI API becomes a single point of failure for your AI application. That can be a real problem. You don't control your data. Maybe less important for memes, but can be important for some. You have also limited control over the model, right? And it's expensive at scale, like really expensive. You know, the tuning this costs roughly $1 using Genesis Cloud, only $1, right? Then over a month, generate 50 million tokens. Yeah, it will, depending on if you go on demand or long term, you know, it's $300 to $500 US dollars over a month. So not too bad, right? And if you would use the OpenAI API, it's 10 times. It would be $4,500 US dollars. So I don't want to trash OpenAI. It's great they do absolutely amazing work. But sometimes when you do it yourself, you can get something similar with much less money, right? Okay. What's the problems we expect to face to keep it lean, right? So what will be the minimum infrastructure needed while meeting an SLA, mitigating latency? There's some naive approaches like looking at GPU utilization, but I think GPU queue time is a better leading integration. This is something that we will really investigate. And yeah, just how to deal with a ton of concurrent requests. Yeah, okay. So that's the proof of concept. So it's working. We will continue. So there will be another talk with another time how we handle the training for the complete data set. We will showcase the actual live production setup when it's up and running and the actual challenges we face, not just the ones that we anticipated. And then of course show some more memes when the model is also a little bit further developed. Yeah, so thank you very much for listening for this quick lightning talk. For any questions and feedback, you will find us in Genesis Cloud's virtual booth. And a special thank you to Dylan, the founder of ImageFlip, for providing us with this amazing data set, and to Marouane for doing the actual modeling work. I'm here just to talk. Yeah.
Dude, shout out to you for being the first and maybe only person that I know that is using Stable LM. That is pretty impressive. Every time that I talk to it, it hallucinates more than my college roommate.
Yeah, so in this case, I think it's like it depends on the use case, you know. So it's worthwhile to try them all. It's really amazing what they've done with the Lit Parrot. You know, it makes easy to find these models. So all of the 3 models are part of that. So I'd say like just you know, try it out, and depending on the use case, you know, your mileage may vary, you know. Awesome. And yeah, and I think it's like meme is very contextual, humor is difficult, right? So if I'd say with relatively little effort and with simple setup, we were able to fine tune a model. I think you will be also able to do the same for your business use case that might be less meta. Yeah.
Awesome, dude. Well, thank you so much for coming on here. And anybody that is interested in everything that you all are doing, like we said before, you can click on that little left sidebar that says solutions, and you can, I think they can get some swag directly from you, but I'm also going to be able to give out all kinds of swag to them too. So I'm pretty sure you guys are giving out some socks or maybe some mugs. I can't remember exactly what.
T-shirts and socks. So join our booth for those.
There we go. Get over to that booth and claim your free swag. So, dude, thanks so much, Stefan. I am going to keep it cruising.